On Monday of this week, the United States Supreme Court heard oral arguments about a case involving the EPA's power to regulate air pollution coming out of power plants. Now, this lawsuit was filed by several states against the EPA, West Virginia, of course, leading the charge on this lawsuit to basically strip the EPA of one of their greatest powers to protect the public. We're talking about air pollution coming out of power plants, coal-fired power plants. And these states say, hold up there, EPA. You can't regulate what happens to this pollution after it leaves the power plant. That is literally their argument. The argument that the Supreme Court is considering is whether or not the EPA has the authority to regulate that pollution, these particulates that cause cancer, that cause nervous system problems, that cause heart disease, that cause asthma. The Supreme Court is looking at this and saying, does the EPA have any power to regulate that after it leaves that smokestack, essentially? And if they say, no, you do not, well, I would suggest you continue wearing a mask if you live in any of these areas near a coal-fired power plant, because pollution is going to be rampant. And it blows my mind, by the way, that we're in the year 2022. We're in the future, folks. Like, this is what the future is supposed to be. And we're still, first and foremost, running on coal. For centuries and centuries and centuries, we're still with coal. We know how dangerous it is for human beings. We know how dangerous it is for the environment. And we're still having our courts protect these coal companies by taking up cases like this. This should have been dismissed immediately. This should not have even made it to the Supreme Court. But it did, and I guarantee you the 6-3 conservative majority is going to strike down the EPA's ability to do this, which is going to make them effectively useless to regulate air pollution in the United States. And even though the justices, of course, they're going to issue this ruling in the summer, and they didn't give us any clear indication of which way they're going to go on it, it's pretty obvious. Justice Samuel Alito came out and was openly concerned, about how far the EPA's power could go if we let them do this. So we know where he's leaning. We know where he's going. We know where Coney Barrett's going to go. We know where Kavanaugh's going to go. We know where Gorsuch is going to go. We know where Clarence Thomas is going to go. We know those things. So we know where this case is going to go. People are going to die. We're going to continue the destruction of the environment. And states like West Virginia and Kentucky and all those other Appalachian states are going to continue to have some of the worst cancer, or not some of, they're going to continue to have the worst cancer rates in the country, the worst overall public health in the country. And just remember, they made the decision to do this to their own constituents. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our Ring of Fire channel here.